Welcome back to Mama's Garage Podcast. I am your host, Luke Franklin, and today I am joined by a friend, my work husband and part-time lover, Christian Morphew. If you like what you hear in this episode, there are 30 more episodes to catch up on right here on YouTube or Spotify if you're an audio listener. Mark your calendars because I'll be performing stand-up comedy on Thursday, February the 5th at 8 p.m. right in Bloomington's very own nationally recognized comedy club, The Comedy Attic. Also, keep your eyes peeled for more up-and-coming Groggy Goat comedy shows, the shows I run in Martinsville on my own. Dates to be announced on those, hoping to do 3 this year. Please like, comment, subscribe, 5-star rating, show your friends, show your mailman, show your mailman's dog. You know the drill. But without further ado, please enjoy this episode, roll the intro, air drum it if you know it, and I'll see you there.
You're listening to Mama's Garage Podcast.
Love you too, bro. Have fun.
I love Max too.
I also love Max. Friend of the pod.
Friend of the pod. I see plenty of Max all
Like-
over the place. I see him on his Snapchat.
Of course,
He
yeah,
does some wild things.
he's got that goddamn vlog. I've yet to be on the vlog because he calls it just as his YouTube. But
I see him.
yeah,
I watched a couple of his videos actually.
Max showed me his newest one last night on this TV right here.
Speaking of which, there is no fish tank.
That's true. We should have fish tank. God damn it!
Hey,
Look
it's
at
okay.
that.
Some production
You're on
value.
top of your shit there, Christian. Everybody, this is Christian Morphew.
Hello, I'm Christian. Hello, everybody. I've been wanting to do that
Uh-huh.
for so long.
Christian, how do we know each other?
Well, I've known you for
Well,
since 2020.
probably since COVID because I remember we connected over playing Among Us.
Yes, that was a very fun game.
It was a
first
very
time.
fun. I have a lot of good. That's one of the only few good memories from the coronavirus era that I remember.
sitting in, God, do you know how to pronounce that science teacher's name?
Oh,
I wouldn't even. we
Miss
don't even-
Kleingardner.
That was not it. There's no way.
Oh, is it? I mean, that's where I had. Did we have class together?
What was it? I mean, I definitely did. I know I was in the class for the grade below me because I was doing a bad boy.
Brother got held back.
Yeah, well-
in high school.
Well, they were just like, do these classes instead. I passed barely.
Okay,
I did.
yeah.
I did pass.
Well, for full transparency, people around this house, we don't like school. My mom dropped out of college because she was like, I'm just going to be a district manager for Cato for the next 25 years anyway. Who gives a shit? Max gave me the chore of doing all of his Algebra 2 homework this year. So for all of the month of December, I was just hogged up in here, delaying the podcast, doing. Yeah, God. Here now. Oh, we're gonna. Okay, so there's gonna be fish tank. What's gonna be a couple of ads.
This is human fish tank.
That's so we can clean the bowl. A minute-long ad. That's ridiculous. Oh well.
Booking.com.
Booking.
Not sponsored,
Yeah,
by the way.
not sponsored. You know what else isn't sponsored? Manscaped.
Dude,
Check out the clip I just posted today.
very funny
Well,
clip. I
Well, it
watched
wasn't. This will be. Well, today is the 9th of January, so this will be out. Fuck. The 22nd, I think.
I'll be
Something like
watching.
that.
My mom also asked. She's like, "How can I watch this podcast?"
YouTube and Spotify, Mama's Garage Podcast.
Perfect time for a
That's
plug.
right.
Got you. You can tell
Absolutely.
Luke
Plug the
uses Manscaped.
podcast on your podcast. It's Podception. All right. So now,
My mom will enjoy that.
there we go. All right. So look, we got Dory, we got Marlin,
I do see
couple of what you know how the fish are like the my leg fish from SpongeBob.
leg?
It's the same situation here. So great. That's all
All
taken
right.
care of.
Now we were ready.
Yeah. So yeah, we met. We definitely were. We went. Okay. No. Here's the first time I think I met you.
Oh,
You remember this because
I do
we
remember
talked about
this.
it to a few people at work. But it was I was in 7th grade. This guy was in 8th grade, and we were in PE class, and he and I were both out playing. Like there was 7th grade dodgeball happening and 8th grade dodgeball happening, and we're gonna commingle. And I was like, hi, and I was a very different guy 8 years ago, and you were like,
still a deep voice.
yeah, for sure. And so you were like, what the fuck? Bro, your voice is already, you got such a deep voice. My balls hadn't even dropped yet.
Exactly. They weren't. It was
Yeah.
way up here.
And I remember what you looked like. You just look like you
I
now.
looked like a 5th grader.
Yeah, but just like fucking adorable. Your pinchable cheeks. It's what it
They're
kind of,
still there.
for sure. But we both got beards. We both got Carhartt beanies because it's January, but it feels like it's It feels like it's at least April out there right now. It's real
what is
nice.
it, 50?
Something like that. I mean, I walked out there to greet you a minute ago, like wearing just this
Sure.
and a T-shirt and my. You guys like the White Sox? That's good. That's good. I like me some White Sox. But then, then we had another, like the second era was basically just virtual. Was during Among Us era, which is like, if there's any, Gen Alpha people listening right now who don't know about Among Us or are too young to enjoy it with friends, basically, I mean, I don't know, I know to explain Among Us, bro. It was 6 years ago.
That's kind of nuts.
That's ridiculous.
That's a lot of babies born.
That is a lot, yeah. God. But yeah, so it's basically like, oh, who's gonna be the imposter? And then there's like, it was just a fun way to connect with people during the lockdown, and I had a lot of fun neglecting homework on a Thursday night doing that.
I neglected so much homework.
My phone got so hot playing that game because I was.
Did it consume that much?
Well, probably because you got to be online to be able to play it because it's so interactive, and then we're also doing FaceTime at the same time. It's a lot of. So yeah, no wonder the batteries being ran down, for sure.
In the middle of class.
Get that a little closer.
After we got all our work done, I'm not sure. Just screwing around in the middle of class. About 15 of us.
I think so. But then we'd also do it. I'd also do it at home too, and so that was a lot of fun. We had that class together.
I can't remember, but I feel like
we definitely played it.
Yeah.
During school, because that was
the arty hour.
Well, it was that weird. So like it was like the different cohorts. It was like A cohort and B cohort, where it was like when we're on like yellow days, where it's like, all right, every other week you're on the blue or the red, or like
that's neuron activation.
Oh,
right
it's
now,
I hated it.
Totally.
Well, because it made hardly any sense, and we go from like red, which is stay home, to yellow, which is basically you're at home, but you come to school every now and then green is you come to school Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday was off, which sucked, and then we had Thursday, Friday. Remember that at all,
dude?
Because the year after that, your senior year, my junior year, we would do, what was that? Those weren't e-learning days, were they? No, they weren't.
I don't think
that
so.
Was,
I think by my senior year, it was mostly cleared up.
That was, yeah, no, it was all through the year, my junior year, because then my senior year we did, it was after you graduated. It was on Wednesdays. It would be a 2-hour delay on Wednesdays, which was super nice because on Tuesday I would just hang out a lot longer after drumline practice, go to the movies. Reese and I would watch dumb Tom Cruise movies and stuff. He showed me all the Mission Impossibles, which at that point there was 2 of them weren't released back then. I'm getting old. I'm fucking unk, dude. Being like, oh yeah, this franchise was still in the making, but oh well. Yeah, so that was, and then now we work together. That's the third version, and I remember vividly seeing you during my walk around at orientation.
Yes,
we locked eyes like gazelles and deer in headlights.
Well, what originally happened is I remember hearing that we were getting a new person in the department, and I was only working there for 2 months.
Yeah, because you're October 2024,
and you were December.
That's right, December 16th.
And so I remember hearing about somebody coming through, and I got a name out of somebody, I can't remember who, and they said Luke Franklin, and it was just like, oh, no
you're like,
way.
I know, like,
I
yeah,
know this guy. And then
but also you got to be worried because they're at least aware of it, because there's a lot of Luke Franklins out there, a bunch of them. I have a Luke Franklin group chat.
Really?
Guys from Europe. Like from Oxford. Luke Franklin. That's correct. But yeah, and so then it was I actually have a picture on my mirror up there of like my Cook Medical it was November 21st. That was my that was it was an interview. I had to have done a walk around that day, I think. Because you don't do it because they show you around like during the interview, and then like you go through orientation, and you don't get to go up there again until at the CMA we're talking about, controlled manufacturing area.
All the Cook Medical.
Yeah, wash your hands a bunch. You get fucking look how red my knuckles are, dog. It's bad.
Mine are a little red.
Well, I just have dry ass skin right now. It's just gross. But
we have lotion in there, Luke.
I have Gold Bond over there. Shout out Shaq. Dead air.
It's a very convenient location. Luke.
That's true. It's behind the alarm clock, so I can
You can snooze.
That's
and
right. I
then
can
get right
snooze
to it.
and then I can get. That's exactly correct. You're like, fuck that. I got 9 minutes to come.
I can do it in 30 seconds. No
You guys,
problem.
it's one of the only things you guys can't see behind the camera because I have that whole other wall back there is for me to make like reels or TikToks, and so that's what the whiteboard's there for.
All the Walter White.
Yeah, Walter White stuff. Yeah,
Does it?
yeah.
Shout out Walter White fans.
Oh, for sure. Dude, I'm bald as hell right now. Actually,
Oh,
peep the. Oh, it got really cold in here. Hold on.
Mold.
I gotta put that back on.
Mold. SpongeBob movie reference. Was that the SpongeBob movie? Yeah. Was it? With the
2004. That's the King.
Speaking of which, we were
We were going to do a
Little-
Mama's Garage commentary.
little walkthrough of the movie.
Yeah, over the spot, but we're gonna have to make that up later because
Luke's got a bunch of single ladies to see.
that is
tonight.
that's what was pitched to me last night at the Comedy Attic. Shout out Ian and Quincy. But no, the IU's playing. That's a bigger reason why I want to go watch the game. So IU's playing at the Peach Bowl. They're in Georgia playing. I think Oregon or something. I don't know. I'm not a big college football, but I do know that IU's undefeated this year, and that's a very big deal because they used to be the most losses in the Big Ten,
That's insane.
and now
What
that
a
they're
comeback by us.
I know, and they haven't had a single loss this year. One I think it was podcast episode maybe 26 or 27. Fucking hell, brother! I can't. I knew he'd do that more. All right, I don't know if you guys caught it, but a couple of. I hate it. I hate it so much.
Genuinely, a callback to a nice little meme sent in a group chat that Luke and I are a part of.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we such fucking chuds?
Why are we such chuds, dude? I mean, the last episode, me and Sohao, which isn't even released quite yet. We there's a 6-7. It might be a 6-7 thing in his episode. We did each other's podcast a few weeks ago, and
Sohao, he's a very interesting character.
Yeah,
I
dude.
like seeing him in
Mhm.
comedy. Shout out Sohao.
yeah, shout out Sohao. He's in Georgia right now, about to watch that game.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he's a bit. Yeah, he's more excited about that game than anything he's ever been about comedy before.
Really
Big time excited
big
for that.
guy on football.
Yeah.
Huh?
That's how we started the episode off. I'm like, you like football? He goes, I do. That's a great impression of him, by the way.
That was
Yeah.
solid.
I might
Seen Sohao.
I might splice that into the episode. You like football?
I do.
You like football? I do.
The audio with your face.
I know.
over his.
I might do where I overlay it where it's me like interviewing myself because I'm on that side in the video in the actual video. That's funny. God damn it. So we were gonna watch SpongeBob the 2004 animated movie, the best movie because now they have like the CGI weird ones where they go out of water. It's not right. The 2004 one, when Steven Hillenburg originally wanted to end the show in 2004, that's peak SpongeBob. All right. Now that we're men, I changed my underwear. Now that we're men. Wait. That's Patrick. Whatever. We would have known if we were gonna watch it, but I actually have plans tonight, and so we'll do a makeup day, and we'll I'll still call the episode MGP 30.5. That's like the you know how like Jackass does that, like the 0.5. Yeah, where it's like the behind the scenes. It's a little extra for you guys. You can't watch us watch it because what the hell would that do to you? You know, you don't want to watch us watch a movie that you should be watching because the idea is that you want to watch the movie that we're watching, but you have the podcast over your ears and it feels like you're hanging out with us. That's what it's there for. Not an original idea, but it is a lot of fun to do, and you'll find out in the future.
I would love to be a part of this.
Yeah.
I can't wait to be.
Well, and with that being said, on January 8th, I post, which is yesterday as of today, but when this comes out, it'll be a couple weeks ago, I posted the Cat in the Hat commentary with my brother and our friend Ben. That's a lot of fun. Alec Baldwin is a ridiculous character in that movie.
I didn't even know he was in that movie.
He's in that shit. You ever see him sneeze over cat hair?
No.
Priceless. You got to watch it.
I've definitely seen it in the past.
That
but
movie is
I just remember
amazing.
a lot of Mike Myers.
well, I mean,
Well, obviously.
he's the cat in that, but yeah, it's so here's my favorite Cat in the Hat moment. It's gonna be like the third Cat in the Hat clip I probably post, but it's him being like, "Oh yeah!" Like he does that a lot, and his hands go up and down, and it's just like it's so cartoonish, and God, I love that movie. But yeah, so we were gonna do SpongeBob, but unfortunately, it's not happening. But yeah, you're my work husband.
I will get my SpongeBob.
We're gonna make that happen.
If Gil's watching this, he's just gonna hate that. And
Oh yeah,
nobody's gonna know.
Gil is this imaginary friend we have from work. No, he's very much real. He's a very smart man. He's older than me. I always forget that.
Well, yeah, that's
Yeah,
weird.
dude, he's 21.
Well, you also kind of look like you're 35.
I
at the
do,
same
yeah.
time. Whenever you took off, like,
Yeah.
you definitely gained 5 years. That's okay though.
For sure. Because, well, the idea is that if I want to commit to this look and this body and just maintain for a long time, and then over the course of 20 years, I'll look the same. Did you hear that beep in there?
I did actually.
And you thought it was an African ceiling cricket?
I might.
It was actually the oven. American floor oven. I don't know.
What are you cooking in here? Luke?
My mother might be, or maybe she's burning the house down. Well,
I was
don't
gonna
know.
say, didn't you say she was asleep?
No, well, she was laying down. Doesn't mean she's asleep. She's probably watching Blue Bloods or something.
Or just a new black.
Yeah. That oven's for sure beeping. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's beeping for sure. How were we talking? This is going to be a lot of segues and whatnot, and a lot of tangents, I should say.
Oh yeah, I'm very ADHD, squirrel brain type of thing.
But we know this because we worked across from each other for so long.
And next to each other.
And
That's
next
the
to each
thing.
other,
Kinda
yeah.
Like this, but
Kinda like
except for
this.
you were on my
Right.
side.
Of course.
I kinda
And
miss that.
yeah, and because I'm in a different department now, learning some new stuff about my job, and well, we would have fun, but we would be distracted doing our job a lot as well.
It feels okay. It's a little hard to explain, but our job feels very much like high school to me.
It does,
Because
yeah,
we
because
sit at desks
we're at
all
desks.
day.
We have an overseer.
We have a cafeteria
We do,
that we can sit in,
and
which we have birthday parties in for some people.
sometimes,
Very nice.
or retirement parties, which just means you get to tag on 15 extra minutes of bullshit because someone's leaving.
30.
30.
I use 30.
Brother, you're just
Don't
30.
tell him
Yeah,
that.
don't tell Trent.
You might appear behind me right now.
He might be in the room. I have to fucking.
You better check
He's
those
somewhere in here. Let's see. I see a ladybug crawl across the room. Trent's a short man. Short king, I should say.
Short king. Definitely,
He-
he's
he-
a very awesome
Yeah.
guy.
Can
I
you
do like
imagine if
that.
he was tall? Like how much more we would respect him?
horrified.
This is gonna get buried in the pod. Like it's not gonna.
I know.
Okay, I can't clip this, but
Trent, we love you.
We do love
Genuinely,
Trent.
We do. That's why we joke with you.
Big fan
Everybody
of
makes-
he's gonna go down as like one of my all-time favorite bosses ever. I think.
Good morning.
Yeah.
He's so.
Good
mild.
morning.
Me and Alex at work. I forgot. Dude. We're gonna have to bleep all these names. But, dude, we were just talking about how he could hear us from across the department doing good.
Really?
Yes. I was just talking to him. He goes, "I don't know what you guys are doing, but I heard you one day, and you guys, I just hear." It was quiet. And I just hear, "Good morning." He said he was cracking up.
Oh,
in
that's
his little
awesome.
corner.
Because yeah, he probably was like, probably had to pause Pink Floyd or Ozzy Osbourne or something. Was just like the fuck? It's just like Cartoon Network flashbang.
He said it was like he hadn't heard it in years.
Oh wow,
10
so
years.
that's like a neuron thing you talked
Yeah,
about earlier.
Literally.
That's amazing.
Monkey brain.
Oh,
activation.
Alex is a very good guy, but I want to get him on the pod because he and I have very good conversations. I just hope he doesn't like maybe you can get the two of us on there,
Actually,
and then we could all watch SpongeBob together. That could be a fun time.
that would be very.
That would be
fun.
very fun. I can get another
Absolutely.
chair in here. We can fit, I've had 2 more chairs in here
Oh,
before.
he's a big guy though. He's a very built guy.
He's very built for sure. Creeper. Oh man, yeah. Well, what a treat. I love Alex. Good guy.
He is a good guy. I got a good amount of conversation in with him. I just keep on.
It's all right.
Throw it
You know how many
away.
times Joe Rogan has said that to a guest? Bring that mic a little closer, real quick. It's just I'll have to monitor it the whole
You do
time. Yeah,
feel
just
like-
keep it like just kind of mirror what I'm doing. But I'm sure they're about to hear you, so it should be fine.
I'm trying to mirror exactly what Luke's doing. I can't make that face though.
No.
It's too beautiful. Sorry.
This guy trying to suck my dick on my own room.
You did invite me here.
I did,
To
and
your
I
room,
showed you fish
said,
tank.
Hey, I'm going to set up a camera in my room with just the two of us.
Uh-huh.
Come over.
I'd-
I said I would.
It's
So.
like, are there microphones involved? Well, they're phallic, aren't they? Hope your windscreen doesn't smell too bad there, Christian.
I hadn't caught a sniff yet.
Uh-huh.
What's it supposed to smell like?
Definitely not cottage cheese. That's the only thing I don't like to eat. Everything else could be on there. It's been all up in my colon. What are we doing?
Whoa, hang on. We gonna let
Um,
that one slip by?
What are our all-time best work, I guess, bits? Because Yeah,
A lot.
I know a very good one. They're all like based off cartoons. They got Uncle Grandpa. We got Wish It, Want It, You Blew It.
Oh my gosh.
We know. Okay, for those who don't know, that back in 2012, I think they killed off Brian from Family Guy, the white dog, and they replaced him with Vinny, an Italian dog, a little bit tan, and he had a gold. Yeah, I don't know if he had a gold chain, but he
He
he's.
might have had a
I feel like
collar or
they
something.
should have. I mean, it might be like a Mandela effect thing that I'm thinking of, but
Some
he's
say
only-
Vinny was the better dog.
he was a great dog. And I might be wrong about the year that is, but I think it is season 12 because it's the have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart episode? That's
so friggin' good.
it's so freaking good. That's season 12, and Vinny's in there, and there's like a cutaway where Stewie's like, "Hey, me want give him a necklace, man, give him a necklace," and it's all Italian Stewie. So anyway, Brian Griffin has a book called "Wish It, Want It, Do It." And like half the pages are like blank or something. 'Cause it's like, yeah, you should be able to write the book too. Like it's all just like
Something
pretentious.
pretentious.
It's just pretentious nonsense. And so Vinny makes fun of Brian as like a and he was like, "Oh, wish you want it,
You blew it.
you blew it." And you got to say it out of the corner of your mouth to make sure you get that right, crisp,
You
you know,
blew it.
that Mick accent. We're allowed to make fun of the Italians.
Yes.
But there was a moment where we have these isopropanol alcohol bottles at work to clean our products off
So
with.
many of them.
And us being shenanigan-ridden boys, we like to pull some tricks here and there. And so it's a classic spray bottle, having the bottom, with the trigger right there. You can do like the Texas Ranger bullshit with it, right?
It makes you feel good.
It's awesome. It's great.
It does.
And so he and I had just talked about the episode earlier in the day, and then I flipped the bottle, catch it, and I'm like, that might have been a fluke. Let's try that one more time. So I'm like, all right, now it's a coincidence. So 3 times makes it a pattern. Did it again, fucking not lost it all over it fucking fell on the ground. I think I had to throw that bottle away. Sorry, Trent. And in perfect fashion, comedic timing, and absolute vocabulary, just an eccentric man, Christian goes, "Oh, wish it, want it, you blow it." And then it was a generational laugh. And the line next to us, it's like a people who go there every single day. It was head turned over there. It was, we were when you like lean over on a desk and you go like, it was a lot of like fists on desk and everything. And that lasted us for a while.
Luke might have passed out.
Wish it, want it, you blow it.
We did spend the better part of an
Yeah.
entire day just making things that rhyme.
That's right. We did so
with it.
many of those, and I'm trying to remember.
This is why we need to be mic'd up.
I
at work.
know
I'm
it's right.
telling
I thought I should have written them down. If you look behind you, actually, there's a picture of Larry David up there on top of that show banner, and he's gesturing to like you see that it's one of the white post-its
Oh.
up there with all the blue markings.
I do.
That's all of the even flow stuff.
Oh my god.
You remember that? Even flow.
Blow. Spend a better part of a work day doing that too. There's things that rhyme with even flow.
Even
Go
flow,
that with,
yeah.
With that, with the
That's
flow.
so good. Yeah, I still need to make a lot of those videos because I need to get a Pearl Jam shirt or something.
Absolutely.
But how many of those wish it, want it, you blew it's can you remember?
Oh my god, you're gonna put me on the spot right now.
Oh,
There's
because
no way
because
I
we
could
would
actually
because we
remember.
had like a way to prep. We can just recreate it now, but like
I mean,
because our
absolutely.
brains are virtually the same. But we would like we would set it up as like you're like when you're like. How to chew 5 gum? It's like wish it, want it, you chew it. It's shit like that. And so then we would go like maybe 3 minutes of dead air where you and I are just crafting in our brain, probably doing our job incorrect, and we'd
Sorry,
just be like wish it, want it. Well, I got to set it up for. I got to have one in the chamber.
There's no way I can think of
I
it.
don't-
I'm absolutely
yeah.
dead air right now.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, because I don't want to put. Yeah, because we're like, oh, this is gonna be eternalized. But when we're at our desk, when there's zero pressure,
Absolutely.
it's just like, oh, we can.
I
It's
could crank out an
right.
hour of
But
these.
now we're in a. Yeah, we did too. It was a lot of them. But I mean, it's just Okay, here's one. Like, oh, when you're at school and the little kid, the janitor comes in the classroom because he blew chunks on the ground. Wish it, want it. You spew it. That's what it is. I almost said blew it again. I'm like, no, that is the parent function. I can't do that.
Or something along the lines of, well, when you don't want porridge or stew or I knew I was gonna ejaculate early on that one. Absolute pre-cum.
You're like,
You stew it. That's the point.
No, for sure. I know. I arrived there as well. We can't do Jew. Stop thinking about that right now.
Absolutely thinking Jew. That's the only one that came to mind right off the bat. It's a problem
Hold
with
on.
a lot of people's with our generation.
No,
A lot
yeah.
of guys.
You and I have had extensive conversations about people we know who just don't fuck with Jews. I'm like, why not? I don't get it. They're white people. Well, I guess they aren't. Are they not? They're Middle Eastern. They're pale enough. Whatever. Well, we can't pale
pale lights got to stick together.
Yeah, pale lights. Yeah, we got light skins and pale lights. Oh.
Oh man, what did she call us that day, Alina?
Alina.
At work, she called us something. She called us a white something. What was the word for it?
Shout out Alina, by the way. She, you know what? Okay, we're gonna plant the seed in our brains to try to remember that. But I'm gonna tell a little story about Alina real quick.
Okay.
Alina, sorry to name drop you, but this is all good stuff. Don't worry about it. So yesterday, which would have been the 8th, the day the first episode dropped, where I actually was filming it. Chocolate Thunder and Backshots, episode 29. If you don't know why it's called that, you should give it a listen. I put, by the time this comes out, there will be 6 clips up from that episode, and one of them which is my favorite, the one I led with on the day it was posted. Right outside my room, there's a fire alarm, or fire, what is it called? A smoke detector.
That's the one.
Not fire at all. It's a result of fire. Smoke goes in there. Anyway, smoke detector went off only once, and Max had shown me a TikTok like earlier that week about the phrase African ceiling cricket, and I in perfect comedic fashion, it happened right when it was supposed to during the podcast, and I was like, African ceiling cricket, and it got the biggest laugh I've ever got out of Max at least in a few years, and so I was like, that's a perfect clip. I put it towards the end of that clip as well. Alina came back from work, or came back from one of her breaks to work, and walked into CMA, and she walked up slowly down my aisle, and I didn't see her do this, but she was like, and just goes, African ceiling cricket, and we both fucking lost it, because like I knew exactly what she was talking about. She was laughing. She's a very good laugher as well. It was very, very funny, and also it gave me all the permission in the world to find it funny still, because she happens to be black as well. So it was just, and we all know why it's funny, right? It's the classic.
I think Basketball America.
Yes, exactly. God, this is a really rough chunk, dude. Luckily, we're only like 20 minutes in or something. Yes, Basketball America. Oh, and then you came up with Uber driver American because I was trying to. I'm like, I don't think I can do that on stage, but it's definitely a funny bit to get to go along the lines with Basketball American. I'm like, what would the white version of that be? And so I was going to suggest Magic the Gathering American, but then you were like, I think it's Cornhole American. Cornhole American's perfect because we're from the Midwest as well. And then
staple.
Yeah, so
every Thanksgiving dinner.
Basketball American, Cornhole American, Uber driver American. Well, you can do the math on that one. Whoever you think Uber drivers are. We must change the subject.
Yes, this is not going good with the diverse community. So we were talking, I think, about work. Probably just some experiences we've had at work.
Yeah.
Another one comes to mind. I'm thinking the Inator is what we call it.
Oh, yes, the Inator. Not short for Baconator. It's short for something much more identifying. And I want to keep. And this isn't great, so we're going to keep his name anonymous. But we're going to call him the Inator. Almost like a Dr. Doofenshmirtz situation, like a whatever the fuck
might have a
Inator.
self-destruct button.
Maybe so. He definitely did that day. So, all right. You brought it up before the podcast started, and I'm like, I forgot about that, and I would have like kicked myself if I had thought about it later. I'm like, I should talk about it on the pod. So I want to let you set it up, and I'll fill in the blanks.
So, what was it?
Make sure you get the mic to your mouth.
We were sitting side by side, I think,
and mythical a podcast being Charles, my cousin Charlie, was right next to us as well. Was he there?
Well, he might have.
I
Been,
think
no, he definitely was.
he
I
was.
remember locking eyes.
Yes,
with
the
his
three of
girlfriend,
us,
just
because
like,
it was a Spider-Man moment.
yeah,
Yeah, that's right. Continue.
Well, Mark was sitting there and he was talking about.
God damn it, Christian! You called him Mark. All right,
I'm
whatever.
very bad at this.
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah.
The
So yeah,
bleepinator.
we call him Markinator. Whatever.
We could just call him the Bleepinator.
Yeah. I mean, this is honestly like an innocent thing anyway. He didn't do anything terrible. It's just embarrassing. That's all it is.
Very funny.
It's very
because
funny.
There's only one way to know this name.
Yeah, it's very true.
But
So, yeah. So there's
it
a
feels natural.
yeah.
That's why I'm not.
no. You're
saying
first.
the
No, I
name.
totally get it. Yeah, because I'm glad you are natural because you're just like yeah. Everyone knows Mark. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Ah, shit. That's so
everybody
funny.
definitely knows him. And Mark knows a lot of people.
Yeah. So yeah, there was a woman working on the Kahuna.
He was trying to figure out her name, and
We
we have to use her name
We have
kind of for this joke.
yes, we do. Which
But-
yeah.
Her name is Alexis Douglas.
Yes.
But Mark,
Whatever name
he was,
drops.
who cares?
Uh-huh.
He was asking. He's trying to remember who.
He was
who
like,
runs this
yeah,
machine.
because he was bitching about the Kahuna. He's always like, I have no idea how I can ever meet rate on that thing. It's $420 an hour, and I'm only going to do about 350 or whatnot. Good lordy, gee whiz. You know who does want to get the rate all the way up there and everything? That Alexis girl. Oh, what's her name? Something like Alexis.
And he goes, Alexis, Texas.
And so the three Gen Z gentlemen at the desks all went, what the fuck? Because
me?
we all know exactly who. She's our pog queen. She's exactly, I mean, that's exactly who she is to us. And she is like, it's a perfect, like, it's a very marketable name. She just happens to be an adult actress.
Marketable?
And and I wonder if Mark had just a series of
Bad nights.
alone
maybe.
lone nights, just and that phrase Alexis Texas was just stuck in his brain, and that was way more sticky than the woman's actual name.
I tell
And
you what's
so-
sticky. Mark's computer.
That's a clip. That's a clip. Oh, oh hell yes. Okay, fantastic. Pog Queen. Yeah. You've heard my jokes about Pogs before. I did it at Martinsville last year,
Oh yes,
September. That was fun.
it was a very fun comedy show.
Ah, yes. I was planning on. I'm trying to figure out when I'll do the more of those this year. I want to get all three of them this year, like kind of almost like every 4 months or so. But like so like early April, and then one right after my 21st birthday, and then a one around Halloween. And I think the one on Halloween, I want to do a traditional show where I end up actually headlining. I get someone to host and feature for me, and then I'm just gonna do all my jokes for everyone who wants to come. But then that is 10 months away from now. So I have I guess 9 months from now, more than 6 and 7.
I was waiting for it.
Yeah, for sure. You can't bring up numbers anymore without those. It's gonna be in the funny family forever.
Somebody shoot me in the back of the head
I
5
know.
times, please.
Just take us out of our misery. Oh Lord. But yeah, I think like that might be do some more Groggy Goat shows. Groggy Goat 3, 4, 5 this year. That'll be a
I
lot
would
of
say
fun.
shout out Groggy Goat,
But
they did me wrong.
they did you wrong.
They did do me wrong. I was thrown out of that bar, which sounds bad in my defense,
Mm-hmm.
but I
It's
did nothing
miscommunication
wrong.
and just
Yes.
just overbearing and everything.
This,
We was thrown out of the downstairs. The show's upstairs, so you can keep them separated. Shout out Offspring. You ever
took American, if you will.
Mm-hmm. Americana, another Offspring reference. 2 pretty fly white guys who got a job. This is fantastic.
You
I
have
did,
a lot of Carhartt stuff on.
yeah,
I
we
have triple layers of Carhartt.
and I got something to dude. Look at that. You're fucking.
I'm repping the set.
Why is this covered in black?
It's well, I
I'm
walked
ta-
around
for-
on the ground.
For
quite
those
a
of
few
us listening,
times.
I'm holding his work lanyard, which I have a copy of.
It's not my penis. I
Yeah, no.
promise.
That's I should have realized how funny that would have been if we had rolled with that. God damn it, fucking hell! I'm the comedian over here, not knowing how to fucking tell an actual proper dick joke.
It is dark. Wow, I didn't even.
Yeah, it's
notice
all
that.
yeah.
Well, I walked
gross
around
as
on
hell.
the ground like a fucking pig quite
Mhm.
a few times.
Okay, cool.
Because my vehicle, it likes.
Oh, of
to
course.
Shout out Chevy guys.
Yeah, I drive a Ford Escape. They call it champagne. We know it's khaki colored. It's a khaki colored little fucking car. And
Get you to point A for point B.
my what?
It gets you to point
That's
A
right.
for point
Yes,
B.
it's I call it. It's my portable locker. It's got seat warmers, Bluetooth, and I can fit my drums in there and comedy show equipment. So it's all I really need it for. And oh well. Actually, speaking of car troubles, at the very end of 2025, I decided, you know what? I don't want to go to a mechanic, and also I just like really weird flapping noise under my car, which I've had before. It's that. I think I told you this at work or whatever,
Yes,
but
I do
it's like that. It's the shit under your engine that's like, what's it called? I guess it's just
like a plastic
just like
covering.
plastic paneling covering. Anyway, it you know
So
it just
that's what's this.
whenever you do oil changes and everything, you gotta unscrew that shit. Very annoying, all that stuff. But the plastic hard stuff can get deteriorated over time, and a lot of highway miles on my car and everything. So over time, rocks and stuff, it was flapping, and I guess Max and I fixed it a while ago. There were zip ties on there, but the zip ties weren't doing it. And after my last oil change at Walmart, I'm thinking, had to have been. It was December 17th, actually, a week before Christmas. Week and a half, 8 days, whatever. Who's the Beatles? I cut the plastic off with a goddamn pocket knife. That's how much of a mechanic I am. But I was laying on the ground, and there's this itty bitty rock out my gravel, which that gravel I put out almost a year ago. We got gravel dropped off because a UPS guy peeled out in our driveway and just desecrated that shit.
They run the shit out of
Oh yeah, they're like I gotta get out of here. I don't give a fuck if I sling rocks all the way to the other fucking county border. I gotta get on the move. So he just fucked our yard up real bad. So we had to get new rocks. But these rocks are made of limestone, and some of them no rock looks exactly the same. Some of them are really fucking pointy. I went to go lay down. I should have put I think a cardboard there, dude. It went right into my shoulder blade, all up in that meat where it rotates, and I was like.
It's a very similar feeling to getting a rock right in the knee area when you.
Oh God, that's awful. Because I have knee problems, and Jesus Christ. Well, that's right. Let's tell. You know what? Make sure I'll tell the story every now and then on the podcast for those who are new listeners. I want you to tell your knee story first.
Which one do we start with? Where the original started? We'll start from there.
You have two.
I have two separate knee injuries, and one of them, the second one, is it gets very juicy. I guess you could
Ew,
say.
dude.
Not juicy.
You mean
juicy detail.
You mean like dramatic and fun and inviting.
Fun and inviting, maybe not for me. Maybe for other people. But
dramatic.
Definitely.
Sure. Okay. Take it away there, Morphew.
My first injury came in high school. It was in, I think, 11th grade. It was for me, and we were playing dodgeball, I would say, in PE, and it was a very fun class. And somebody else got injured that day, much worse than I did. I'll tell that after. I was just doing a light jog back to the wall after I got out. Somebody caught my dodgeball. They didn't dodge it. They caught it.
Oh, shit.
And just doing a very light jog, and my knee fucking exploded. Just decided it didn't want to be a knee anymore.
Like a self-destruct detonator.
Yeah, literally, yeah, dude.
I'm Patty the Platypus.
Self-destruct button.
God damn.
And, yeah, I went down, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? And so they wheel me into the fucking nurse's office. And eventually I find out it was a meniscus tear. And it was pretty rough.
It's all tendon and stuff. It's all meat.
Yeah.
Ew, dude.
And
Ew.
It just,
like, you know what that probably is? Like when you eat a chicken leg, you pull out like an artery. That's what's on
nice
there.
and sinewy.
Ew. Talk about juicy. Shout out Wings, etc. Buffalo B-dubs.
Crazy reference right now.
I know. Local reference. You heard.
But so you can definitely tell there's a difference there. But the meniscus tear, I got it all healed up. I had to have surgery for it, though, and that took a while to heal. And the other guy that day, unfortunately, he ended up breaking his whole leg in the same class, 20 minutes later.
Damn.
He got wheeled in, and I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Was he doing the same thing you were doing, like walking after
Yeah, I guess so. I'm not, dude, I don't know. I was already
something in the balls, you know what I mean?
Dude, I was already in the nurse's office, just chilling in my wheelchair, just waiting to get picked up.
And this was junior year PE class?
Yeah, this was my junior
Wow.
year.
So was that Coach Saib?
Yeah, no. Oh my God. Saib is
I got a Saib story in a second after we tell all of our knee stories.
He is a behemoth of a man.
Big ass guy.
He is gigantic. I wouldn't say 6'7",
Ah.
but he's probably 6'5",
6'5",
6'6".
6'5" wide, and he's not fat. He's a
big guy. He
Yeah.
was probably benching, well, double me in his younger days.
yeah, dude.
Great guy, though. Super nice guy.
You can play tic-tac-toe in his nose. Big old schnoz in that guy. Yeah,
Epstein.
that's nope. that's going in the vault. That's what that's going. Getting archived.
Depends on what
So
kind
that's
of
So it was at school, which sucks because you're like, damn, there's bitches afoot.
They were afoot, and you know what was not afoot? My foot. It just decided nothing worked
God
anymore.
damn it.
So I got that all worked out.
Was it immediately painful too?
I wouldn't say it was painful. It was The initial snap was painful, yes, but it was just more like, oh, I know something's fucked up.
Yeah,
Like, I can't walk.
I'm not walking this off.
Like,
yeah,
yeah, no,
like
I
this
can't walk.
has to be addressed.
So that was definitely the worst part of it.
Mhm.
It wasn't as painful as I thought it would have been. But the second story happened
Recently.
Recently, yes.
Well,
It
like in
was
the springtime?
May 27th, I think, of this year.
Yeah, right after the
Or
first
last
Rocky
year.
Goat show.
2025.
That's like Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, it sucked. We were having a decent get together with
Yep.
a few of my friends.
We call that a function in the Gen Z culture.
Well, whatever we want to call it.
Yeah, get
there was
together, a
probably-
function, an incident.
There was probably 6, 7 of us.
Okay, yeah.
Legitimately,
You know how many of those
joking.
you know how many of those we've done so far? Probably 6 or 7.
That was the 7th.
Ah, god damn it.
Dude, the chud status is
Chud.
can't escape it. Anyway,
I might call this episode my work chud or something.
my work chud's
Yeah.
been-
Chudband.
Chudsband.
Husband chubbin. No, no one's gonna understand what the
You
fuck
could
that means.
almost make it work.
Yeah,
though.
there's gonna be too many red squiggly lines when I title it on YouTube and Spotify. But you're at the function Memorial Day weekend, May 27th.
Yes. And there was alcohol involved, quite a bit of
Yeah,
it, actually.
of age. Don't worry about that.
I am,
Mhm.
and I was at the time too, but there was a lot of alcohol involved, and there was guns there. Not a good combination.
Alcohol and guns, the foundation of our country.
The favorite two combinations of
Mhm.
dads over 40 and 50 now.
That's true.
But it wasn't out, and it shouldn't have been anywhere. And you know, we've talked about this now. Me and this guy that did this to me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's no hard feelings, I guess. But he went into our buddy's car, who was hosting this function,
Mm-hmm.
grabbed his gun, and
What kind of gun? We're talking about like a say hello to my little friend, or like behind the diner and Stand By Me. Like, you know what I'm talking about? That's like a little hand. It's like a little handgun. It's like a
Oh, it was enough of a gun to make me run
okay.
and get mine. And
Visible.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, that's a weapon. I should get in the opposite direction of that.
Yeah, well,
Mhm.
the thing is, I was going to get my weapon, but I wouldn't have known where I put it down if I would have got it.
Mm.
So, you know, maybe it's for the better. But the leading point up to this story was this guy had drank a lot of alcohol
Mm-hmm.
and started lighting sparklers over everyone's back.
It's like that's like a month and a half before you're supposed to even do that.
Exactly. Well, he was just lighting it, and, you know, that's, you know, thermite or whatever you want to call it, just
Yeah.
raining down people's backs. And we're all
Oh
like,
God.
stop it, you know.
Yeah.
fucking
What are you
quit it.
welding back there?
Yeah,
Fucking-
no kidding. This guy is trying to.
Yeah.
Well, we asked him to stop, as you know, most people might,
Of course.
and he didn't like that. And we just started. I don't know. He's very drunk, so anything you said to him was immediately just you hated him.
Yeah. Right.
Just
Yeah.
you
Well, you trying to
wanted
fuck with
it out.
my good time right now? Yeah. That sucks.
So
You want to be fun. You want to
it
be
turned
fun when you're
into-
drinking.
enough of a squabble that my good friend was wrestling with this guy, and it wasn't like a serious wrestle. Like, they went down, and I went over there, and I like grabbed the back of them,
Mm.
and I
You
just took everybody
mounted.
down. Yes, I did. This is Brokeback
Brother
Mountain.
mounted him. Oh, broke leg mountain.
Yes. That's good.
Thank you.
Well, I did that. My shoe's untied. I just noticed that. It's unfortunate.
It's all right.
But
No one's watching. There's no girls in here. There's no bitches afoot. I like saying afoot. It feels so
Especially in
20th
this stance.
century. Yeah, there's no bitches afoot.
Okay.
How about Shane Gillis?
Big Dick Holmes.
You gotta watch the podcast, everybody. Doing a perfect Shane Gillis emote.
That's accurate. If you watch the Matt and Shane podcast, that's accurate. But oh man. Anyway, back to the story. He was I wrestled them to the ground. I'm trying to get back to where I was.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, mounted broke leg mountain.
Leg Mountain.
Yeah,
yes,
mounted
it
them.
was Broke Leg Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
But whenever we hit the ground, I very distinctly remember all three of us being like, "What the fuck is that smell?" Well, we all landed in a big giant pile of dog shit.
Oh, I don't think I knew that part of the story.
It's very, very. I forget it a lot because the main part of the story is a gun was pulled.
Yep.
And pointed in our direction.
Not good.
Not good. Yeah, those are not good things.
Quite the opposite of good.
And I guess another good thing is falling into a not good thing is falling into a giant pile of dog shit.
Yeah, sure.
But
which wasn't even the worst thing that happened.
No, but that's a horrible thing to happen.
Fucking awful. Yeah, you don't want
we
that.
We laughed about it because we were all like, it smells horrible down here.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought it was over.
And it happened to all of you, which is nice.
Yeah. You know, and so I thought it was over, you know. Okay, we're all good. Well, all of a sudden I hear, what now?
This is kind of like a movie scene. Like this could be like a red herring where it's like you feel like you get relief. You're like, oh, thank God. And then you're like, oh, look, dog shit. You're like, oh,
yeah, no. Turn
smelling
around
on your finger. Yeah, and it's like a slow motion and like over there. You're like, oh, fuck. And then what happens?
Well, I ran to go get my own firearm because we just set up a tent. This is going to be a fantastic weekend. It was going to be, we were all camping out, just having a blast. Well, I ran to go get my own firearm or just run away. Either or works in this situation. And my knee, just again, the same left one, this bad guy right here.
The same leg. Oh,
yes,
fuck.
That's the worst part. It just, I was running. I was doing a full sprint. I was doing a full sprint, which I shouldn't have been. I weigh closer to 300 pounds than I do 200 pounds. Well, my knees don't like that.
You know what you should do? Shave your pubes, dude.
Elite reference. My weight is 30 pounds.
Yeah, 164 pounds.
That's crazy.
I know. That's a dumb little joke. That's fun to do, though.
That is an elite reference. But my knee, again, decided to explode. This time it was my kneecap and that tendon that hold that in.
Forgive me if I get this wrong, but did you step into a hole? Is that what happened?
It might have been. I know I did fall almost directly into the burning fire.
God damn it.
Yeah, it was kind of just a...
Out of fire or dog shit, I'm taking this shit every time. Because a shit isn't going to... It might give me a rash. Over if I don't wash it immediately, which, you know, why would you let dog shit reside in your body for too much longer? Over fire, though, fire's not... I'm not going to go into a
Definitely
flame.
Not let that one reside on your body. See, this guy's burping into the mic. That's what I should be doing.
I bought this mic.
That's why this one smells so bad.
That's right, yeah. Everything but cottage cheese on that thing. And definitely some more... I mean, that includes dog shit. It's everything but cottage cheese.
Oh, man. But yeah.
Blew your fucking leg out, the left one.
Yes, again, the same leg, same fucking knee decided it didn't want to be a knee anymore. So I was just like, immediately I knew I fucked up. I was like, I literally said, oh, I fucked up. My knee's fucked. And I knew it was done. But it didn't actually end up needing surgery. It was just, like I said, I was tired of being a knee. I just needed a little bit of Betty Boy and to raise it. And that's literally about it. I think I did some
I remember you being fucking pissed the Monday morning or whatever day we got back. I was like, oh shit, this guy is, he has a story to tell. Because every morning I'd walk, you get to work before me. You get there at 6?
I get there at 6.
Yeah,
not 7.
I mean, we're gonna have to burn the fucking house to the ground if we keep this shit up. It's all right. Sorry, everybody. That was Max popped in for a second. I was talking to my brother for quite a little bit. Basically, I call him Brar, and that's because you remember SML's Super Mario Logan, Jeffy. Remember, big
Dude, how could I forget that?
Of course not. It's a pinnacle part of our culture. basically, there's an episode of that show, or I guess it's series you call it, where he would call Mario daddy, and he'd call Rosalina mommy, but he would leave out like the second consonants after the vowels. It would be mommy, daddy. So we were doing that to each other, and then
was an impeccable impression.
and then Max and I were like, well, what would that make us like? Brar. And then we've been doing that for probably 6 or 7 years. So way longer than that, because it's 2026 now, and we were watching that shit in 2017, 2018.
You did it again, 2026, 2017.
Oh God,
It hurts.
it's a sequential number. They exist together. Lord. So anyway, but yeah, because I would get to work in the morning, and you would be just ultra pissed, or you'd be like,
Yeah.
what's up?
Hey.
Yeah.
I love doing that.
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, that is a Christian Morphew emote right there.
Very signature.
For sure. Now, my
Brooklyn signature.
yeah, just did it real
We're
quick. Just Brooklyn, Alina, yeah, but our work wives are from Stretch. Nah, sorry, Miles, and whoever the hell Brooklyn's boyfriend is,
Dude.
whatever. We're all friends. We're on a group chat. You got to be there. You should go. You should come to work at where we work. I don't think we've said where we work yet.
I actually might have said it.
Whatever. Everyone, I've said it before on the podcast.
Cook Medical. I'm
Cook
not gonna say.
Medical in Bloomington. Well, they're gonna think it's somewhere else.
There's only 3 in the state.
That's
we're in.
right, and it's not Bloomington or Canton or Evansville. It's Spencer. We work at Spencer Cook. Whatever. So do the ladies we mentioned earlier. My niece story. My niece story is it happened March 22nd, 2021. It was on a Monday. It was a Monday of spring break my sophomore
Just
year.
the Monday of doom and terror.
Pretty much. This is like the most important part of the winter drumline season. I did that shit for like 5 years straight. But this was during the COVID year. Usually you have to qualify to go to state finals, but everyone was kind of handed state finals, which is usually held like the Holman Center and Terre Haute. But I think that year was held in Ben Davis High School, one of the bigger Indianapolis area high schools. But the weekend before, we had a rehearsal, so it's like the Saturday or so before, probably the 20th, and they gave us a lot of time for spring break because they don't want to hog up all of our free time. But our visual tech, his name was Todd. Todd was like, "Hey guys, whatever you do, don't get hurt over break. Stay safe." And I'm a pretty safe guy. Great burp. And I don't, I'm like, hey, I'm not gonna go take a shopping cart down Jimmy Nash Hill. I'm not gonna go,
Something out of Jackass.
right? Yeah, I'm not gonna go, try to steal someone's car or something. I was like, I'm gonna be a well-behaved boy. Now, the Friday before this, I was also given my Letterman jacket from a woman named Miss Bates, and Miss Bates was like, she was like a very good asset to the marching band community back then, and to the culture. She knew how to sew very well, and she would put all of our patches on the sleeves and everything. And because band kids, when we get Letterman jackets, we ball out with our fucking pins and chevrons and all that nonsense. So I was like, ooh, I get my Letterman jacket. That'll be cool. I'll be like one of the big kids, like one of the actual high school guys. I wore it one time ever, and that was when I went to go show my mom the Letterman jacket, and I ran from my bedroom. You saw where the kitchen's at.
I do.
Ran
It's
from
not
my
far.
kitchen, and we just got new linoleum floor on the ground, new tile. Ran in there with white socks, Hanes, and I slid around the corner. Every single limb but my left leg was in the air. Only thing was sliding was my left leg. I pivoted, and as I pivoted, it fucking buckled to the side. I went all the way up in the air, and I fell right in line with the kitchen, which is nice because I didn't have my head on anything. But I landed on my back, and I was like, oh, fucking hell. And so I thought I hit my head really hard because I kind of blacked out for a second. My mom had a very great view of what happened. Right, it was insane. But then I was like kind of bring my right leg up to me, and that's fine because it was up in the air. Left leg gets about halfway there, and I'm like, okay, I'll let that fucking heal for whatever. I thought I was gonna walk it off, but then I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, dude. I feel like I've told the story so many goddamn times that I don't even think it happened to me, to be honest. It's ceased to be a it's like whenever you you take a screenshot of the same thing, it just starts to get deteriorated over time. That's what this memory feels like in my brain. It's all fucking
pixels.
It's all 8-bit. So that's how the injury took place in the kitchen because of a goddamn Letterman jacket. I ended up getting X-rays that night in Martinsville, a hospital that I was born in. Were you born in the Martinsville hospital?
I think I was born in the Mooresville Hospital.
Good, because that's what they don't deliver babies at the Martinsville Hospital anymore. That's how of a hospital. It's a clinic. It's the biggest clinic in the fucking Midwest, I think, because they're not a fucking hospital. They do X-rays and they tell you to go to real hospitals. So why are you here? So then, like a few days later, I end up going to the actual professionals in Bloomington, and I have to get a fucking MRI. I have to get all this nonsense, and I end up still doing the drumline shit that scheduled Saturday, but I was in a wheelchair for a lot of it. We incorporated it into the show, which was pretty fun, the main like company and like the organization that runs the drumline, it's called IPA, not the
beer.
Yeah, not the beer. Indiana Percussion Association. They took they were counting down the days to the next year of the drumline season, my junior year, and there's a picture of me doing this with a finger up, and on like the last day before they posted me with it was during COVID, so I had like a mask on and a dumb fucking uniform, but I'm like all gimped up in a fucking wheelchair trying to play drums, and I'm just like with one finger up.
You had a fucking Trump moment, bro.
Yeah, it was kind of yeah.
You had a fucking Trump moment.
Yeah, so but I mean I still made it work, but I was all gimped up for a long time. I ended up getting surgery on April Fool's Day, 2021. So almost 5 years ago now, which is ridiculous.
Time is
but
flying.
Also my left leg. It's only happened once. I've only had one injury like that. I at that point I'd never broken a bone before, but I guess I have broken a bone now. It was because what happened. It was all bone because the surgeon went in there. I had to get put on propofol, the shit that killed Michael Jackson. I woke up feeling great, and I know what highest feels like now, but I back then I was like, "What's going on?" I'm like, I'm in control, but everything's better than it used to be. I'm like, that lady over there, she's funny. Hey, desk lady, what are you doing? And she's just wondering. I'll be like, whatever, not talking to you anymore. And then I like film myself on my phone being like, I don't know what this is all. If this is what you guys are into with the alcohol and all the drugs, I'm a fucking pass. I look the same as I do now, but with glasses and hair. But I woke up to a woman with straws in my mouth, and I was already chewing saltine crackers because before you're not supposed to eat after midnight like a gremlin before the surgery. The surgery's in the morning. I was done in the afternoon. But the drugs wear off. They're all painkillers. They put them on oxys and propofol and everything. And my leg was incredibly fucking like I couldn't see shit. I was in like this big ass stent brace and everything. So I wasn't walking around for a little bit. Very hard to play the drums without all your limbs. But luckily, out of all the limbs I need to play the drums, my left leg is the one I can sacrifice the most because it just controls the hi-hat pedal.
I would need about 6 limbs to do what you do.
I mean, maybe, but I mean, I pulled off with 4. But the kick drum. I mean, if you're doing if you're doing the double pedal, you need your left leg for sure. But I wasn't really doing that when I was 15, so I just I got lucky with that. But then eventually I got to go back to marching band. I can run on it now. It's all good. But
yeah, you're all healed up.
Yeah, I'm all good. Yeah, but I was jammed up for a little bit though, and I mean I still take care of it, still stretch it. It got really swollen before like a vacation like that summer, and I was like, God damn! It was huge for a little bit, like fucking big. And I have a very bony leg now, and the scar. The best part about this fucking story, the nussy, the goddamn nussy.
You got a nussy?
Yeah, You know what?
Let me see your
I'm an
nussy.
adult. I'm about to take my pants off on the podcast. Check this out, everybody. Christian, will you narrate for me?
I would like to narrate. Luke is undoing his pants. I'm seeing his very red boxers.
That's correct. All right, so basically,
I think mine are red too. Nice.
it's
choice.
I'm gonna hold this like this, I guess.
So looking at this nussy.
I don't know if you guys can see this.
The nussy.
This is what I call the nussy. It's a scar on my knee. Right now, it's just scar tissue, a little bit of flesh. But if you actually, Christian, if you'll squeeze it from side to side, east to west.
What do you mean? Just give me an example.
So, all right, I'm gonna keep it straight like that, right? And then with actually, I'll hold the mic.
All right.
So now I have both mics right now, and all right, hold on. You know what? You hold the mic. You hold both mics.
I want to be Luke for a day. I would like to see this.
All right. I'm gonna walk towards the camera, and I'm gonna show the I'm gonna show the GoPro what the nussy looks like. and you'll see it when I show. I'm gonna show them first. I'm gonna show you in a minute. Right?
Dude, Luke just with his pants down is a very crazy. I'm getting a hell of a view back here.
All right.
He's doing some acrobats. For the listeners,
You guys see that?
he is showing the nussy, and he's spreading his nussy.
It's uncanny. Christian, take a look at this.
I would love to see your nussy.
Give the mics real quick. It's. I mean, you're gonna want to touch it. Okay. Look at this. You ready?
Oh, wow.
Isn't that great?
That's
isn't that insanely graphic? Yeah, so that's where I got the I'm putting my pants up now. That's where I got the nussy from. April Fool's Day. A lifelong have I never done that on stage? I have never done that on stage once. How have I never done that?
new bit just popped
It is
up.
a new bit, maybe.
So the moral of this story is Luke took me to his bedroom, just the two of us.
That's
set
true.
up a camera and
I
then
did.
took his pants off.
I did do that. All that is true.
I do like that.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
I have a little bit of a nussy. I used to have a nussy whenever
sure.
I had some
Check it. All right, we're doing it for about an hour. Great.
sweet.
You had an incision,
I
a
had
scar
I
or
had
something?
A couple of nussies. I had
Mhm.
double nussies on this.
Dude, two nussies.
Yeah, because they went in. They put a camera in my knee,
Oh, cool.
and I got to see the inside of it. It was very weird. It was very sinewy. I'll say that. It was
Sinewy?
like tendony, kind of like
Tendony.
like your chicken reference earlier when you
Oh,
take a bite of chicken.
juicy.
just,
Oh, yeah,
pull
yeah,
out
yeah.
an artery
I
or
got you.
something.
Tendony. You mean like tendon, the adjective version of tendon.
What was the other meaning?
I just heard I thought it was a new word where I was like, oh, I like to use that word. Not
We
knowing,
can.
we
could
can.
We could definitely use that word.
You know what I hate about some podcasts? It's when they talk about a story that they're gonna tell and then they don't write it down and they forget about it. And me as a listener, I'm like, well, they never said the
I
story.
want to hear this story.
The story about Saib I want to talk about.
Oh yes, please.
Seibstein, whatever you said.
Seibstein.
Fucking hell, it's so me. I saw him at the IU game over the fall at the first one. He was just grilling burgers, and that guy knows how to cuss. He knows how to not cuss. He knows how to code switch for his job, right? To start this off, so we know we've illustrated the fact that Saib's a big guy,
Behemoth.
but big dude. He's married, he's settled down, so he's clearly not he like I don't think he let himself slip, but he's not. You don't have that bachelor motivation anymore. Like, why would you? Be weird if you did. Like he looks exactly how he's supposed to post his old body. But I think his legs are the most impressive thing, and he's always wearing shorts.
Yes.
And so when I was in Arty Hour, which is what basically like our homeroom halfway through the day, or towards the end of the day, I should say. They call it Arty Hour because we're the Martinsville Artesians.
We are Wells.
Yeah, that's correct. We are wishing wells because we wish we were somewhere the fuck else. Coach Saib would come in there on Thursdays because my homeroom teacher would be at a department meeting, and so I used to be incredibly scared of the man, but then I would play cards in there with my friend Coden Garrison, friend of the podcast, episode 21, I believe. We did that in the car in front of Dong's Buffet in Mooresville. Good time. Coden and I would play we would play 21 like blackjack, but without any money. We basically just us killing time. We don't have any schoolwork to do.
Guys just playing cards.
Basically, yeah. And so the homeless shenanigans behind Saib's head caught his attention and was like, I want to go over there and show them a game. And so he showed us a game called golf, which is really fun. It's kind of like you kind of like find pairs and stuff, and the idea is you want to have the least amount of points as possible. I haven't played in a long time. I do know the name and basically the objective. Found out Saib's a really fun, cool guy, and so I started picking his brain here and there. Right, it was before I knew how to interview anybody, but I knew I was still curious, and I was like, you know what? There's a lot about this guy I don't know. Sometimes he'd offer stuff up to me, like for example, I think he overheard us talking about movies, and we talked about Fight Club, and then eventually we got all the way to Billy Madison, and he was like, "That's the only movie I ever walked out of the theater during." I was like, "Oh, whoa!" And he goes, "I like it now, but I just didn't get it back then, man." And his deep ass Coach Saib voice. Yeah. Oh, I can't do it.
It's on an octave that you can barely hear with your ears.
He's down there. That's another thing. It's just he just looks like a bodyguard. And so then another thing I asked him about, like, I had one of my favorite drum tech I ever had, because drum techs basically, it's like people who don't work at the school, they work for the music directors, and they come to the high school just during the rehearsals, and they're experts in certain things. One of the guys, it was better for the upper battery stuff. He knew had a lot of complex rhythms, knew how to march and everything too. We call him Mallow because his last name is Mallow Spiriti, and Mallow's it's a big old long one. And there's also another guy with his first name. We called him Mallow. Mallow told me a story because he was in school 10 years before I was. Because I was from 2019 to 2023. He was from 2009 to 2013. It's before Michelle Obama's second term as you know. So I feel like the shit wasn't nearly as like PC coded as it is now. People got away with a lot more shit. And Mallow told me a story about playing. He goes, "Oh, does a Coach Saib still work here?" I was like, "Matter of fact, he does. I'm really scared of this guy." Probably my freshman year when he's telling me about this. He's like, "We played a game in PE class called Animal Ball." You ever heard of Animal Ball, Christian?
I don't think I actually have. Saib didn't pull this trick out of his.
Nah, it's how it was described to me by Mallow, and then again by Saib, was that it's essentially it's in the shallow end of the pool. You set these mats up on each side of the pool. So you ever been to the YMCA pool?
Yeah.
So all right. So don't think about it long way, like the deep end over here. So if the deep end is way the fuck over here, and this is shallow end, mats on this side of it, and that's on this side of it. So it's treated like a square, right? Okay. I think the idea was like you want to throw like volleyballs or like maybe like a like a tether ball, but like with not on the chain, something kind of firm, but like small. It kind of you can kind of hurl it. Yeah. I think you want to throw that and like knock the mat over. Maybe there are a couple of mats, but the defense on it was criminal, and Coach Sai would be in the middle of it, he's first of all it's like he's the when I do the musicals at the high school, Brian Samarja, who's the director and he casts everybody, he also plays piano during it and knows all the lines and all the cues, singing along and everything, sitting back there doing his own page turning, knowing all the cues are at. He's the center of it, and he's a really important piece of it. It's how Coach Saib is for Animal Ball. He is the core, right? He's like he's like the Shaq, but if every other person in the NBA were high schoolers, basically. And he told me stories about he was like, you'd think the boys would get in there and they'd be all rowdy, but there's some women and like girls softball players or basketball players, like they'd put all their rage into this game. He like clawing on his back and stuff. And it's like 2011 doing this, so it's like 15 years ago now. These girls are probably have kids, like they're probably in their early 30s and whatnot. 10%. Yeah, so it's a different generation than us. They're millennials. So So it's a little bit different. So you can't do this shit now. But like I heard about this game, so I was like, Saib, tell me about this. And he told me all those details. And I forget if there's anything else about that. But like, it was just very aggressive and some shit. Like I never did PE in high school. I did the gym class credit for middle school to get high school credit, and then I used whatever drum line I could to pay for kind of take care of that. So I opened up for more band classes and stuff. So I never did PE in school. I didn't even go in the weight room ever. I'd never been there before. It's weird. But like I mentioned earlier, the most impressive thing about Coach Saib is his goddamn tree trunk motherfucking legs. His calves are made of fucking steel. Like, if I was a cannibal, I'd start with him, and I would be like, I'm getting a Saib calf tonight. Saib Steen and asparagus. A little bit of Epsom salt on the top of there,
Oh my god!
But I asked him. He's always wearing shorts, and I think he's probably very proud of his legs. It's a physical accomplishment. And I was asking him, I'm like, hey, I've never seen you wear pants before. Is there any protocol to that? He goes, here's my situation. He's very blunt, very deep voice. You might pin him for dumb, but he just knows how to speak with as little as possible. And I think I'm gonna actually. I wrote it down in my notes app somewhere in my quotes folder, and I'll make sure I don't want to butcher this or anything, but this is worth me finding real quick. Luckily, everything organized.
Saib, he is a different creature
for sure. Hold on, I'll find it. Hold on. It might have been 2022, I think, when I put this in here. If you started
to eat Saib as a cannibal, if you were a cannibal, you could keep yourself fed for years, maybe.
I
on the
think
side.
so. Yeah, because like put him, like kind of hang him up on like one of those like
A meat hook.
a meat hook. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, like upstairs in like a loft, because his legs are gonna dangle down there. Yeah,
Our real question is how would we dispatch of this
I don't know,
gorilla
dude.
of the band?
Where the fuck is it at?
Oh man.
God damn it! I lost a lot of momentum in that story because I was building up to this, but there it is. I found it. I was asking him. I'm like, all right. So like, I'm like, how cold outside does it need to be for you to, wear shorts? And he goes, there's a line between dumb and stupid, and mine's single digits. I was like, all right. So
What a rock fucking quote from
I was like, fuck. So I'm like, that rocked my boat. I got to write that down. But then I was like, there's something funny there. It felt like on like a message board for undercover pedophiles, where it's like, dog, what do you mess with a 9-year-old? There's a line between dumb and stupid, and mine's single digits. And I was saying, that's kind of how I treated it.
This has a
Like, before I ever thought about doing stand-up, I was like, there's something. I gotta sift the funny out there. It's I don't know. I feel like that's about as good as it's gonna get. Is you being like, gross. That's creepy and terrible. But hearing it out of his mouth was just, it changed my life. At least my
lucky.
perception of him.
We're very lucky he decided to be a good guy and not touch kids,
Mhm.
and he just teaches them, because if he wanted to touch some kids, I don't think there's anything most people could
There'd be
do
no
about
kids
it.
left.
Yeah,
It'd be
yeah, he would have got all of them.
the average age of Martinsville, the city, would be like 45.
Definitely above senior
Yeah.
citizen rates. Oh my god, dude.
Like line up all the tennis shoes on the sidewalk around the building. He's a monster. What's the opposite of a statue? Like you, like, I don't know,
An
like
animatronic.
But I mean, like in symbolism, where like you make a statue of someone to, like, eternalize them and be like, oh, who's this guy? It's like you gotta like bury him and make
gotta
like
make a grave for this guy.
You gotta make like propaganda about the it's. He's a good guy. This is all hypothetical.
No, yeah, definitely.
He's like
Definitely like saint level good guy. Probably.
he's like friendly Hulk. He's such a and he gave me the time of day when I was talking to him at the tailgate back in the fall. I was like, Sahib. He's like, hey.
How are you?
Has that Clancy Brown inflection, like
Yeah.
Mr. Krabs. Yeah, dude.
Lots of SpongeBob references.
Coach saw. Oh yeah, for sure.
I need that SpongeBob episode very soon.
It's a movie. It's a feature film.
Well, you know what I mean.
David Hasselhoff.
The Hoff, dude.
The Hoff.
The Hoff.
The Hoff.
Now that we're men. But
Now that we're men, I'm gonna check the time on the laptop.
I would love
real
for you to
quick.
do that.
I might bring my laptop or my microphone with me though.
Luke has got a bunch of very good burps lined up tonight.
We're over an hour. I was trying to do an hour 20. I think we can wrap up. How about the next? This is our 10-minute stretch.
I'm
Damn,
sorry.
brother.
Had to bring him out.
That was good.
I hate to interrupt.
Son of a bitch. That was really nice.
So sorry, I interrupted you. With
No, it's fine. Yeah,
burps,
it's
just
I
often
think we're
burps.
about around a 10-minute stretch before we wrap up. I don't want to, not because this podcast is technically like as long as a feature-length film at like an hour 20. It'd be a really short, brisk movie, but oh well.
I've definitely seen him. Last
Mhm.
movie I saw was very short. It was an anime movie.
What was the movie?
It was
Talk about that.
It was let's see, what was it? Well, I saw Chainsaw Man movie recently.
Oh, I was not. That's like one of the only animes I'm actually familiar with. Shout out Trent Snow, episode 10.
Really? You know
Yeah,
Chainsaw
I
Man?
know. He was
I did
he was
not
like he was
know.
like, you gotta watch Chainsaw Man. I was like, okay. Well, he's just like a horny guy, right?
No, yeah.
He's just trying to get pussy the whole
What
show.
is it? I think it's Denji, correct?
I have something. I don't know. It's been a long time.
I believe it's Denji.
Yeah, because I went to my buddy Trent, who's he lives in Colorado now. He went to Rose Holman, and he had this is really, you'll enjoy this. He moved into like the frat house. His sophomore year was ended up being like one of the main guys after a while.
Oh,
But his sophomore year, he roomed with a guy named Colin. My bad. And they named their dorm room the Crash Pit. Yeah, dude. And so it was decked the fuck out. There was like a loft bed and a couch and everything, and like they had like a bar back there underneath, and like mini fridges and
That's
nice
fucking
TV,
sweet,
cool ass posters, and it was a dope situation. I liked it a lot, and that's where he was like, "You should watch Chainsaw Man with me." I was like, "Okay." We just sat on the couch. We were like, "Oh, we should watch an episode of this. We should watch an episode of that. You know, one of each of our things." But I think I watched the first episode, and then like the beginning of the second one, and then in the first one, it's like he like discovers like it's like a little cat guy or something.
Yeah,
like a little chainsaw cat. Yeah,
Pogita or something like that. I
Mhm.
forget.
it's a very I liked how
It's a chainsaw cat thing.
well, cause I think people write off anime so much, like myself included, where because you just look at the fan base, you're like, I don't want to be associated with those people.
There are
And so
some
you never give the art an actual chance. I know that people love it because I know,
creatures out there.
yeah, for sure, but I think it's because it's off the beaten path. At least it used to be, and people found comfort in being like an outlier, and
For
like
sure.
they're like, oh, this is cool. It's a nice show no one knows about, and so it's I can take ownership and kind of make it part of my identity. Totally get that. That's how I got into a lot of music I like, but when I was watching Chainsaw Man, that's when I first kind of peeled the veil back, where I figured out, oh, this is like original cool shit, and I like it.
There's a lot of cool stuff
Mhm.
out there.
And they made a movie, so I mean, clearly it's successful.
Yeah,
Mhm.
which I would recommend seeing. It was a
Mhm.
very good movie.
Do you need to watch the show to watch it?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, but the show's only 12 episodes right now. So
Really?
Yeah, no.
I might actually watch that
You can
then.
get right into it, which
Yeah.
I think you can watch the movie.
HBO?
on the same,
HBO Max, bro?
Crunchyroll
Okay.
is a.
Is it on HBO Max though?
I wouldn't think so. Probably not.
Okay, I'll figure out how to watch it.
You can definitely
Chainsaw
pirate
Man.
that thing.
Okay. It sounds like Christian knows a thing about Captain Hooks and parrots and peg legs and eye patches.
Oh, definitely know a thing or two about peg leg.
No, for sure. Ooh.
But it's a very good show. I actually, one of my buddies, he didn't watch very many anime either,
Mhm.
and me and my other friend were like, we're gonna go see this movie, so why don't you watch the show? It's only 12 episodes, and so he watched it and he very much enjoyed it. He was
Mhm.
like, oh, this is super cool. And
Yeah.
he also liked the fact that his main goal was to
Get-
get some titties, my boy.
Yeah, dude.
I wanted to see some yitties.
Big fat
dude.
mommy milkers. Mhm.
But we got him into it, and he very much enjoyed the movie. There was one very specific moment. If you've seen the movie, you definitely know what I'm talking about. Where he just looks at me and he goes, "What?" Like just staring at me, like, "What the fuck?" Just
That's awesome. I
happened?"
love moments like that. That
It
reminds
was.
me of the last movie I saw in theaters. I probably haven't talked to you about it because I got moved from departments since then. But have you heard? Oh, tears are up.
Dude, it
Yeah.
is sad. We
Have
had too
you-
much fun.
Yeah, we had way too much fun, but we had more fun than I thought we'd have because of how long I was there. I was like, I can't believe they haven't moved me yet.
Sitting
Yeah.
right next to our bosses.
Yes. Oh, right into our bosses. Yeah, they're fun too. But the last movie I saw had like a jaw-dropping moment. I'm not gonna spoil it because it's a very new movie. But have you heard at least of Timothée Chalamet's newest movie? It's called Marty Supreme. I posted that on Snapchat a couple times. I'm sure.
I don't
But
think
it's
I've heard of that.
Essentially, he's this cocky ping pong player, and which almost has nothing to do with the movie. It's absolutely like it's part of like the
Part of a
main.
shtick.
Well, it's part of like the main motivation for it all. But most of like the fun parts that I remember the most have nothing to do with the ping pong aspect. But there's a scene in there where I went to go watch this movie by myself because I just want to watch it that bad, and I was like, I want to fill my day up on a Monday night because if I go home right now, I'll go home and go to sleep. It was a week of New Year's. So I watched on the 29th of December, so right at the end of the year. Same night I cut the plastic shit off of my bottom of my car. So that's what happened there. March Supreme, great movie. While you were talking about Chainsaw Man, I'm not sure if I was something you said reminded me of the drum head that was behind which you talked about before we started recording, and I figured what a great way to end the episode by telling some trivia about this.
I had some questions.
Yeah, so it's titled Be Hollow Now 2024 with a bunch of different signatures on it. So there's it's me on there right there. Bunch of people from my old band, Tinted Plates. There's Avery. There's Nate. A few of their girlfriends. Rafe, the bass player. And then it says, "Motherfucking Galaxy Gas."
Motherfucking Galaxy.
Yeah. So So I'll tell. Yeah, it's a Squidward thing. That was pretty popular about a year and a half ago. So this was October 25th, 2024. Okay, which also happens to be the anniversary or the day I did stand-up comedy for the very first time. So reason why it's on a drumhead though is because my band at the time, Tinted Plates, was booked to play the downstairs room at this place in Muncie called Be Here Now. It's a college bar right off the Ball State campus. That's where they were. That's where they were all from, and there was a comedy show. It was featuring the Kokomo Press, a guy named Cole Peterson and Patrick Murray, people I know from just doing comedy around Indiana now. But they were. I hadn't really seen a lot. I've seen people at the Comedy Attic and stuff like that. So at this point, but I hadn't really seen a lot of local stuff. So I was kind of like intrigued to see what was gonna happen. Like if they're gonna be off the beaten path at all. And boy, oh boy, were they! They all got there in one big van, which of course you want to be efficient with gas and everything. That's what they should have done. They all carpooled and whatnot.
One big smelly van.
Yeah, and so it was. I think there was 4 or 5 people on this lineup. What I remember it was like a showcase situation, and then Patrick Murray was headlining. And so the way it's set up, the stage is very small underneath, and there's like this big balcony above everybody, right? And that's where everyone upstairs can watch and kind of look down over. And so it's really cool for like hardcore shows because if they have a lot of people there, like a good mosh, people can still have fun. Big bar up top and a pool table up there. It's a cool situation. So much culture. So many people have been through that place before. And so this comedy show was happening, and our band was going to play after it, like 30 minutes after. So because typically you don't want to play, you don't want to do comedy after music because it's just music is way more elevated than comedy. I think they can be as equally entertaining if they release the same emotions in your brain, but it's just not nearly as energetic as comedy. So we were going to follow that. Now, Avery, who worked at this place, Be Here Now, as an intern because he's going to school for sound engineering. He had some pull around this place. He ended up booking us there. That's kind of how we were playing in the first place. I told him over the summer, like right when we recorded a song, I was like, I've been getting into comedy a lot the past year or so. Listen to podcasts like a motherfucker now. I've been wanting to get into comedy for a while, but I'm like 18. I told him this when I was 18. I was like, I'm not sure, how it's gonna work. And I mean, it'd be cool if I could do both, play drums, for a living and do comedy. When I kind of just like soft launched the idea. We're just talking by the pool, and then a few months later, bring us back to October. He was like, do you want to do 10 minutes of comedy before we get started? And I was like, holy shit.
It's a big ass.
And I realized, you get when you get asked some shit, like a straightforward question like that, it's like, oh, do we go down this road or do we go down? It's a fork in the road. Essentially, it's I have a yes or no situation. I was like, if I say no, I am probably going to regret this. If I say yes, I do it. It is going to be what it's going to be, and then whatever I do, I'll just redeem myself with the drums behind me because I know I'm good at that. I know what we're going to do tonight. This was also like it's the 25th of October, right on Halloween. It was like a costume show. So watch the show, the comedy show, just to kind of go with what's kind of going on and everything. He tells me about that halfway through that, and I'm just like, what the fuck? This is crazy. But I'm like, all I can do is go up there and just talk into the microphone, which seems easy enough. And at this point, I had a lot of shit in my notes app already written down for ideas, but I didn't know how to write a joke. I just had ideas. I know what was going on.
Still a budding comedian.
For sure. Yeah, I was still like in the chrysalis of it all. And so until Avery was like, basically it's like, imagine if a chick got stuck in an egg and like one of its brothers pecked the eggshell around for him. It's like, fuck out of there, dude. It's kind of what happened. And then so I was like, all right, I got to flock. I got to start flying. There's a really dumb motherfucker in the audience who's wearing a Colts jersey who's just disrupting everything the whole show. He's treating it like a conversation with the comic. Obviously, you want it to feel like that, where it's like, oh, it feels like I'm being talked to. We're making sudden eye contact here and there. Yeah. But you don't interrupt the show. And the weirdest part is when someone's heckling and they don't realize they're heckling, just being like, just kind of like, hell yeah, dude, kind of confirming everything you're saying. All you want as a comic is like, is this funny? If it is, laugh. I'll keep doing that in the future.
Correct.
And so this Colts motherfucker was just, every single comic had a problem with him, and so by the headliner, everyone was just really upset. A guy brought a goddamn little cat on stage with them, like a live kitten. I forget why. I talked to a guy, a really cool guy from the Kokomo Press named Jordan on Wednesday at an open mic. So this is 2 days ago, and he gave me some more insight about that. And he was actually there that night, so I got to talk about this night a little bit more and learn about everything. He gave me some nice compliments. He was like, I thought, I didn't know it was your first time. He was like, I thought there were some okay jokes in there. He was being way too nice. That set was awful. It's on my Instagram. You guys can check it out. Luke A. Franklin on Instagram.
I know what I'm doing after
You
this.
know all about that Instagram comment section. The like ratio, the comment ratio, ridiculous. The funniest part about this night. The room is set up with like chairs and everything, and there's like an awning over the stage. You can't really stand up. It's great for stand up though, I think, if you fill the room up. Off to the side, there's like a little situation where you can store the equipment, and that's where I was hanging out. I saw all the other comics, and I was like, there seems to be what looked like a homeless dude with them, like a big, tall, like bearded up, long haired, like disheveled man. And he's doing whippets out of his jacket.
Motherfucking Galaxy.
And I was like, exactly. And that's why it's on the board up there. But what makes it even better is that after the last comic got off stage, that was Patrick Murray, the headliner. I had no idea. I had no fucking clue. And so he goes up there doing whippets. His voice is all changing. Yeah, that's how he was getting paid that night. He's like, I'll just do whippets and do like 25 minutes and we'll get the fuck out of here. And then the owner comes downstairs. The guy running the place was like, yo, are there any cameras in here? And I was like, oh, shit. Thank God I'm not doing comedy right now. And then people were like, no, man, don't worry about it. He's like, all right, okay. Takes the Galaxy gas and fucking hits it and goes,
holy shit.
I'm Batman. And then walked back upstairs. So that was my introduction to comedy and how that shit can be. So then 30 minutes later, all the chairs are gone because we're trying to get music. We're doing sound check and everything. And then I'm like, this thing on? Hey, everybody. And I start doing my set. My very first set ever. I'd never done it before. I'd used a microphone once. Like, it was at like a band, it was at a band, what the fuck they call them, banquet at the end of Marching Band. I was making fun of my band director. I actually got laughs that night on just kind of telling a story. I was like, I like the way that feels a lot. I planted the seed that day. I was like 17, and but I never intentionally did stand up until that night, October 25th, 2024. So then, if you guys probably heard it last episode, or I guess episode 29 when I was in here last time. There's a lot of shit that happened with that video after I posted it, but the night itself was very memorable. And then we played a good show, and I had a lot of wardrobe changes for Halloween and stuff, and it was a good time. Year after that or so, no, a few months after that, I started this podcast, and that was about a year and a half ago or whatnot. So, year and some change, whatever you want to call it, but. Yeah, that's why the drum head's up there. It's I called it B Hollow now because I was like, oh, it's like Halloween, and it's like that's like a riff off the name of the venue and everything. I thought it'd be kind of cool. So, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was super fun.
Galaxy gas,
Motherfucking
dude.
Galaxy gas.
Man, dude. That should have been the first words out of your mouth. Your fucking comedy set.
Yeah, but it was. But like, I was performing to nobody. I was performing to the people up front, and I was like, I was doing crowd work on the guy wearing the culture. I was like, I just did a bunch of nonsense because that guy was an idiot. He did not need to be there. He lived with his brother, and his brother was there. He's just drunk as hell, just making it hard for everybody. It just sucked. But I've talked to a lot of the people who were on that show since then, and I've been like, dude, that was my introduction to comedy. It's where I got the bug that night. So,
well, you've really done well for yourself over the past couple of years.
I appreciate that. I feel like I just a lot of podcast. I realized in the shower last night after it just don't make sense. You do a lot of thinking in the shower. You only get about 15 minutes of hot water, so you got to be very efficient with your thoughts. But I used to be a little insecure, even though it was my conscious decision that people around me, a lot of my friends went to college and I didn't. I was like, I want to be a rock star. It's kind of what I was, silently trying to pursue. I
want to go to college too.
Yeah. You didn't want to go to college?
Well, I'm saying that's what you were.
Yeah.
Like, I want to go to college too.
Just
everybody else did.
Right. Well, I was like, I want to do my, spend my young adult time to study as well. Little did I know, like the summer before, the July before, like everyone's freshman year, so I started listening to podcasts, and I was like, oh, comedy is like really fascinating, and I think I like this a lot. I've been a fan of stand-up for since I was like 11, watching it at home on Netflix and everything. But then I realized over the course of the past about 3 years now, I've been like taking my own personal like clown school like courses, and so now I'm like doing producing shows. So like hopefully I'll get like a little my little bachelor's degree when everyone else graduates. But the cool thing is that this shit can go on for as long as I want it to. So,
yeah, no.
But I think it's like it's all paying off, and like not you just getting my core 40 and dipping. So, and this is like this is like my first on field practice. That's what it felt like. But yeah, I appreciate the kind words, man. That means a lot, because you've seen those Groggy Goat shows. There's a lot of fun, and I put a lot of effort into them, and I try to upgrade them more and more, and get a different amount of comics in there and stuff. And it's gonna be a fun time. And I can't wait to do it again. I really want to do I had the thought today to run every single bit of my material I can into like, if I have an hour by the time I'm 21, that'd be insane.
That would be nice.
But I love writing a lot, and I love getting better about this. And since I am still 20, all I can really do is open mics, which just means it's fucking grind season, baby. It's over. But typically at the end of podcasts are always like, any plugs? Like that's like, your upcoming dates and everything. So I don't really have like a situation where it's like, where can they find you, Christian? It's like, probably at Cook in front of Trent's desk.
Hey, yeah, they can find me getting jump scared by Trent whenever he crawls under my desk.
That's true, absolutely.
That happens all
Fixing
the time.
the wires and whatnot.
My socials, I guess, 317 Chris. There's a couple of I's and a couple of S's in there.
Cool, yeah. I'll tag in all the stuff we got. But the GoPro is currently at 5% battery. I'm glad I checked it right now.
That is about perfect.
Yeah, you know what? I bet that GoPro's warm as fuck right now.
We'll have to give it a good old.
Yeah, let's check it real quick. They want to see a reaction. That shit be hot, dude.
Oh, that screen is definitely warm.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
No, this is the goddamn thumbnail. we got a lot of options. Great. That's awesome.
Love it.
Okay, well, dude, thank you for coming by. Like I said, we will do the SpongeBob commentary. That's gonna happen. Don't worry about that.
I need to see the Hoff in action again.
Yeah, dude, hell yeah. But I'm gonna get this shit torn down in a minute. We're gonna turn up, let the GoPro cool off, and
Luke's got some bitches to attend to.
We'll see. I was told it's gonna be a sausage fest, but I really just want to see IU fucking win. It's the first time I've ever cared about football, dude.
Football guy.
Football, yeah.
Football.
Yeah. Football.
I love, dude, that was another good bit we had at work, dude. Just saying root beer until it wasn't even a word.
Oh, yeah, like the mug and the pug mug. Yeah, that guy. I love that guy. Mug and the pug mug.
You're gonna vomit there.
Mama, I'm sorry you're sleeping right now, but it'd be all right. It's all right. Shout out Stephanie. She was the first guest I ever had on the podcast. She sat right where you're sitting.
This is Mama's Garage.
Yep, Mama's right.
This is not
it's only
Mama's
right.
Garage, but
yeah, Mama, you saw Mama's Garage.
I did.
Yeah, a lot of drums in there, but I don't want the GoPro to die. So we will see you guys next time. Stay on the lookout for that SpongeBob episode. It's gonna be a lot of fun, but hope you guys had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. This shit flew by. I knew it would. I had no plan for this podcast. I was like, we're going to sit down and we're just going to look at my wall. We're going to reminisce. And an hour and a half is going to fly between our fucking fingers. And look at what happened.
It did.
It did. That's right. So we'll see you guys next one. Peace out.
You're listening to Mama's Garage Podcast.